Hey guys, momentaijankguy here, bringing you another EX8 deck profile. It's going to be on. It's probably my favorite deck now from this new set, aside from Dynamon and the Ice Trade deck for Scottymon. It's going to be NSO. This deck has been a lot of fun. I was never going to make it in the first place, and the fact that you're able to make this deck was basically like 99% of the deck, 99% of the cards from EX8, you're able to make the deck, and it's like relatively like really dirt cheap. Like you can honestly probably make the deck for maybe like $10 because 90% of the deck is bulk. So yeah, the whole it's gonna be an NSO tribal, so there are gonna be no other cards that are not NSO. There are some like lists that do more of a purple base, so like Doberman to draw more cards, trash more, filter, and stuff like that. But I've been having a lot of fun with this. I went 2-2 tonight at my locals. I lost one game because I did not see the option card, but let's get started though. So this is gonna be your rookie. It's gonna be Digimon. It's very like cute looking. So I personally like the card a lot. It's when attacking, if this Digimon has the NSO trait, by trashing one card in your hand, delete one of your opponent's leveled or Digimon. So it seems pretty lackluster, but like this deck does want cards in the trash, so trashing one card too is very nice. And ironically, like if you do play against Mirage, you'll probably lose. Maybe you'll lose the matchup, but I actually think you might actually have like a decent chance to win that matchup. You can like make your hand size much smaller with this, which is really funny. And like killing floodgates is always good. Or like if they play a searcher because they don't want to put it in the bag, but okay, I'm gonna swing, kill it. And the fact that you can trigger the effect off a rookie too, which is really nice. So those are 4 eggs. Next off, we're gonna have the rookies. So we're doing 4 Cannomon. Cannomon is very funny. It's very good. So on deletion, gain 1 memory. That's all it does. It heals for 3. Has the NSO trait right there. And during your turn, the Digimon gets plus 2k power, so super nice. There are a bunch of colors in this deck. The colors don't matter because they get all evolved on top of each other as long as they have NSO in the trait. I believe Cannomon says NSO, yeah. So if they do, if they ever do make like a new egg, you can still do it. So super nice. And then yellow finally got their memory blocker. Tapermon. All turns, your opponent cannot gain memory other than by tamer effects. We all know these cards are good. It's very good. You could do like the ratios of like toning these down to 2, putting something else in, but when you do that, you're basically lowering your chance to be able to like freely evolve consistently as much as you want. And then the last card is to be 4 Digimon. This is the searcher. On play, reveal top 2 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with the NSO trait, which is the entire deck, except for 2 option cards, which I'll get to way later on. And 1 card was the Fallen Angel trait, which is very like it's not surprising, but it's interesting because there's only 1 Fallen Angel NSO trait Digimon at the moment. So we're running 12 rookies. And then for the level 4s, we are running. So this is sort of like a mandatory. He's not that great, but he's like a mandatory 4-of because you can't pick up 2 cards. Because let's say you unplay this, you can reveal this and pick up both of them, which is super nice. But he's not terrible. So evils for 2 on top of a NSO trait. So the color, even if it's a red Digimon, doesn't matter. So on play, when Digivolving, by trashing 1 card in your hand, give one of your opponent's Digimon on deletion. Trash 1 card in their hand until the end of their turn. I do wish it was like gain a memory, that way you can like extend your turn a lot more consistently. But like the trash in the card, it's cool and all. And then the inherit is when attacking, draw 1 card and trash 1 card in your hand. Next, we are basically playing like vanillas. So we're playing 3 8mon. This card, yeah, it's basically a rookie. You're was 12 to 14, 15. This deck is basically running 18 rookies if you look at it that way, because he's a level 4 that only costs 3 to play. He's just very convenient. It's good for like memory choking. It's good for like playing down if you don't have a little rookie in your hand. And you use even to a 5 next turn, which is really nice. And right down the bottom, and it's all for 2. And then when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2k. Comes up every now and then. And then we have 3 of the box toppers. I believe they're box toppers. I didn't open any boxes. I just took my friend's bulk. It's going to be 3 Tokugamon. So I didn't know this card existed. So I was running a Bakamon or Bakemon, how I like to call him. I forgot which one it was. It was like when Digivolving on deletion, draw 1 card, trash 1 card, and the Inherit Retaliation. It's just, but then I found this card. This card's dirt cheap too. It's like 50 cents to a quarter. So it's on play, on deletion, suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon. That's really, really good. And also the fact that it's only 3 costs as well. It's just super nice. Only downside, it has no inherit, but it's a very, very nice card. So we're running 10 level 4s. Like there are more. There's like the Mirror, the Mammoth stuff. There's a lot more stuff. Like you can make this like however you want. Next, I am running 4 Pumpkinmon. So I don't think a lot of people like this card out of 4 of. They like it like as a 2 of, maybe like a 1 of. But I personally like the card a lot because I like being able to recycle stuff when I want to. And being able to see this card consistently is super nice. It's on play when Digivolving. You can add back one card with the NSO trait from your trash to your hand. So that's the entire deck except for 2 options, like I said. And also you can DNA Digivolve. You can DNA with a yellow, purple, or a the yellow or purple red. And so it's super cool. This DNA rarely ever comes up, but it does evil for 3 still. You can ignore that. And then on play when Digivolving, return 1 card. And then on deletion, 1 of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4k for the turn. That's a niche effect, but I like it more for the inherit. It's just on deletion, recover 1. It's just super, super cool. And also the art's really cute. Look at that. They're like doing arts and crafts together. and it's only a 6 cost too, which is nice. I have seen some builds where like they're trying to do like Flame Hell Site, bring this back, get more coverage from the trash back to the hand. And next we are running 4 Momentaijankguy. So this is basically the boss monster. This is what makes you go into your DNA plays, into your level 7 plays. He allows you to do everything. So Momentaijankguy, when attacking, you may play 1 NSL trait Digimon card with the play cost of 0 less than your trash is upping the cost. So it says you may play 1 NSL trait Digimon with a play cost of 3 or less. So what's super nice is like you can play this, you can play this, you can play any of the rookies and play them. So like let's say your opponent has a blocker, when attacking, play this, suspend it or something. It's super convenient. The amount of synergy you have with with this card alone is just great. And then the your turn effect is when your Digimon are played or Digivolve, if any of them have the NSL trait, 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into a card with the NSL trait in your hand. Then that DNA Digimon may attack. It basically gives it like Blitz in a sense. And so what's nice about this, because of how it's worded, when your Digimon are played or Digivolve, it'll see itself. So let's say you have a 4, you can Digivolve and then DNA right after you Digivolve, because the Momentaijankguy sees itself, which is super nice. And the inherit is when attacking by deleting 1 of your other Digimon is Digimon unsuspends. So super, super cool, super nice. Great card. Next, we're going to go on to the 6s. So, we are playing 4 Paimon. This is probably like one of the best aces now. I would probably say like in the game. For the level 6 side. Just because him alone has potential to like clear out little boards or make your make your opponent not attack as much. So on play when Digivolving, activate the following effect 4 times. 1 of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2k for the turn. So you give something an entire stack minus 8, or let's say they have 3 rookies, you can go minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. It's just super, super good and super like utility. That's really nice. And then the all turns, if you're playing NSO, you get even more value. When other Digimon are deleted, so not even just yours, your opponent's too, you may play 1 level 4 or lower NSL trait Digimon card from your trash is upping the cost. So you can bring back your searcher, you can search more, bring back a memory blocker again, bring out Canamon to pop it later on. You get the extra memory. It's just very, very good. And evils for 3 as well. Next up, we have 2 Callismon. So Callismon is the other big hitter of the deck. Callismon also does DNA as well. You really have to do it because what's nice about these cards is that you'll get the full effects even if you just Digivolve regularly. And so heals for 3. So when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, then return one of their suspended Tamers to the bottom of the deck. So it's super nice to just like, hey, that's a nice Tamer, get rid of it now. And during your turn, for each color in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, it gets plus 1000 DP. So I think the max in this deck I can get is like 15. So let's say you have the Pumpkinmon, you have that, and you have this is not that one, the Candlemon. That's probably the ideal way to get the max value out of it. Obviously you don't have to, because I think normally it'll be around 14k, which is still like really big. So this is probably like the main stack. So it would be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It would be 16k, and then with the Candlemon and Harry, it gives it an additional 2k. So you can reach 16k, which is a very big number. And then during your turn, like I said, for each color in the sources, you get plus 1k power. And the other cool effect is, while your opponent has no Digimon with as much or more DP as this Digimon gains piercing and suck plus 1. So in order for that effect not to go off for the security plus 1 and piercing, they need to have something that's way bigger than him. And usually cards that they're usually not going to be bigger, because you have that free DP boost, or unless they have like a card that says I gain 4000 power till the end of your turn, or they have a level 6, or they have like a level 7 that can like somehow get their power much bigger. So this card is very nice, and I think 2 is a good spot. I was originally running 1 with my friend she ran 2 too, and it came up a lot today in tourney. I saw 2 and didn't have to worry about not seeing it, so I was able to go into it more consistently and just bottom deck Tamers. And then for the last one, this is probably the niche card of the deck. It's going to be 2 Mammothmon. So it's when Digivolving, you may play 1 NSO trait Digimon card with a play cost of 5 or less from your hand or trash without paying the cost. So again, allows you to flood the board. It's nice. But that's all it does. It doesn't do too much. It's the weakest 6 out of all of them. And on deletion, recover 1. So if you have this and you have Pumpkinmon underneath, if it gets deleted, you can recover twice. So super nice. And so those are all the 6s. Now on to the 7. So this is a very strong card. I believe maybe this card could be like a $5, $7 SR in the future. It's a mini rune mode for a turn. It only evils for 5, which is the very crazy part. And for just Digivolving, you get a huge effect. So this is Boltboutamon. So you can DNA Digivolve as a green, black, or a plus a yellow green. So super versatile. And then or you can DNA Digivolve as Piedmon and Myotismon for free. So like a big play of the deck is, let's say you evolved into Myotismon in the back, or you evolved into Myotismon during your turn. You can be risky if you want to by swinging and then playing a body, or what you can do is just hard play it, give something really big. Like let's say they have a level 7, you can give it -8, or give some other stuff like reduction, and after that you can DNA and just go right on top of it. So Boltboutamon is when Digivolving, they Digivolve 3, one of your opponent's Digimon, and for the turn, all of their Digimon get -6000 DP. That's already insane. It's the fact that you basically kill an entire stack. They Digivolve it 3, and give the entire board -6. It destroys them. It's crazy. And then if you are DNA Digivolving, you may play up to 10 play cost totals worth of NSO trade Digimon cards from your trash without paying the cost. So the fact that you can do that too is pretty insane. So you can play another Piedmon. You can play it with a Candlemon. You can play a Myotis. And this, to set up for next turn, search even more. You can play this to add a card back to your hand and then play another card. Or what you can do too is just play out 3 rookies. Play out 3 rookies just to draw 3 cards basically. And then that's not even the whole effect. There's more you can. There's more that he does. All turns, once per turn, when other Digimon are deleted, trash your opponent's top security card. It doesn't even have to be your Digimon. It's any other Digimon, as long as it's not himself. So if you have a Myotismon, because my Myotismon says, then that DNA Digimon may attack. So you hard place Piedmon, or you DNA. You give something minus 5k, or even if let's say they don't even have a body, you can bring something out. So let's say you bring out Piedmon and you bring out this. You can get the on play, top 3, swing, because Myotismon lets you swing. You can do the Myotismon inherit. You can delete this, unsuspend, trash your top security, Piedmon triggers. You play this out again and you get more searches. It's super cool, and I think this card is just it's phenomenal. It's a great level 7. It is a boss monster that feels like a boss monster, because once he's on the field, he allows you to control the board so much without you even realizing. So like, let's say your opponent swing that security, it dies, a Digimon was deleted, trash top card of their security, and it's all turns, and it's super nice. Next, on to the options. So we're playing 4 memory boost. Searches a good chunk of the deck. It does whiff a lot. I don't have the I forgot what it's called. I think I don't know if it's Garnet memory boost. No, Garnet's red. But it's the one from the LM set. I think it's on play. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 purple or yellow Digimon card, which would search out a good majority of the deck. I think the only card it won't search is going to be either the Candlemon and the Dokugugamon. I believe those are the only cards it won't search, but it'll search everything else. So I think if you have those, I just don't have any. If you have those, I would recommend probably running those instead. And then the next we are running, this is a key card. I would say if this is not in your opening hand, the mulligan for it. Or if you have a Devimon, keep it. Hopefully you can search it. Cost 2 number soldiers, which is what NSL means. So while you have no face-up security cards, you may ignore this card's color requirements. So even if you have no purple source, so let's say you evo in the back into a Tapemon or a Candlemon, you can play this card regardless. And so what it does is, for 2, if you take the bottom security of your security stack, you add it to your hand, and then you replace it with this. And the security effect for this is all turns, all your level 4 or higher Digimon card with the NSO trait gain Scapegoat, which is super strong because like the deck goes so wide. You play this, you can play a bunch of stuff, and then if you have this insecurity, he has so much protection because Scapegoat is protection from effects from battle, as long as it's not yours. But anything that like bottom decks returns the hand or anything, you're gonna cry to that. And then the security effect is you may play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card with the NSO trait from your hand without paying the cost. I really wish it was from trash or hand, but I guess they had to make it a little fair, so it has to be from hand. And it's just super nice, and it's very nice too, where you can, let's say you were out 1 memory and you already have it in security and you have 2 in hand, you can play it, play a second one, add the 1, put it back in security just to put on the 1. I originally did not like that play. I thought, I was just like, that's like a waste of memory, but it's consistent if you want to like choke your opponent at 1. And then the second card, the last card, is 1 Jack Raid. This is sort of like my flex spot. You can take this out and put in like anything else. You can take this out for a scramble. You can take this out for like a mat, the one that's on play, add a purple card. That's a purple Digimon or a option card from your trash to your hand. You can put it in for the structure deck mat, where when you trash a card in your hand, you can gain a memory. So this is the flex spot, but The jack rate's been nice. It comes up a lot. It either in my security or sometimes in my hand. If I don't see it, it's really no big deal. I don't think you need call in this deck because the deck already has a lot of synergy to recycle stuff with the what's the word? With the Pumpkinmon, and because Boltboutamon spits out your field again. But yeah, that is the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think, and I hope to see you guys next time for the next deck profile, which I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I do have some versus videos that I'm gonna upload soon. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.